What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we're going to be giving updates on Terrareum. As always, I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather, I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. Terrareum is up 7.99% on the week, and you guys know, I've said it time and time again, the projects that will last, in my opinion, are the ones that build during the bear market. Yes, if we zoom out, Terrarium's price action has been on a free fall, but the team continues to build. They reached $1 billion market cap, currently sitting at a $63 million market cap, but everything is down. If you look at the overall global cryptocurrency market from all-time highs, Bitcoin was at 70K, now it's at 20. ETH was at 4.8K, now it's at 1.1. BNB was at $650 and now it's at $200. Everything is down significantly. All of these projects that I aforementioned, including Terareum, are continuously building during the bear market. And so again, I am personally not worried about the long-term potential for these projects. Like I said in my previous videos, for Terareum specifically, think about it. We haven't had the opportunity. If you're like me and got into crypto over the last couple years, we haven't had the opportunity to invest in something like a centralized exchange. Binance, that was an opportunity that was passed. Even decentralized exchange tokens like Uniswap or SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, they're all tokenized, but we didn't have the opportunity to get in early on those projects. But Terareum, with their intellectual property of a centralized exchange, that is something that we honestly haven't really seen before. I think that they have something here that is going to be exceptional. And the team around it, I had pretty much every single one of their developers and founders on an AMA on my channel. So you guys can reference that. I'll put the link in the description below. And you can watch it if you have questions regarding what Terareum is and overall things. But I want to talk about some of the updates for Terareum. So first and foremost, if you go over on their Twitter, and I kind of already started highlighting some of the things. The big thing that is currently on the way is TerraPool. That is the big update and massive catalyst for their ecosystem that is on the way very, very soon. And I'm talking very soon. Expect it in probably less than even 1 month. So they're going to continue to update us. But the thing that I want to touch on today, and this is what I'm going to highlight, is Dr. Praveen's Medium article. It was so well written, published about 20 hours ago now. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a rundown of what the Medium article contains, because I know you guys really like when I go ahead and dive into different articles and based off feedback that I've received before. If we scroll down a little bit more, one other thing, you guys remember there was a crypto expo in Dubai back in March that I attended. Now, of course, due to the fact that just a little exhausted from all the travel I've been doing, I'm actually not going to be attending the one that is going to be in Singapore. But hopefully one following, I should be there in the fall. But June 22nd and 23rd, the Terareum team is going to be at the Crypto Expo as a titanium sponsor, being that means they'll have one of the best locations in the entire venue and hopefully the most foot traffic out of all the other projects that are there. So congratulations again to the Terareum team in advance for all the things that are going to be coming out of the expo. I'm going to try to tune in as much as possible and stay up to date throughout the 22nd and 23rd remotely here from home. But again, booth 53, if you haven't, make sure, and if you are going, make sure you stop by the Terareum booth and go ahead and talk to some of the founders. Some of the big players on this product will be actually there present in person. But let's talk about it. Dr. Praveen's Medium article. And I want to just start by reading his quote at the top. Keep your eyes on the prize. You will achieve excellence in your space if you are passionate about it. Trust me, it shows. Praveen, MD. Love it. And you guys know Dr. Praveen has been on the channel. He's somebody with just an impressive amount of understanding in the space. Someone who really does his due diligence, got into some projects very, very early, and now sits as one of the board members for Terareum. Now, if we scroll down, what we want to talk about are some of the milestones. We've talked about this before, but the things that are mentioned here, they pretty much reached $1 billion market cap within the first 4 weeks of launch. Unheard of for a non-meme coin. Certic audited, approaching their 10K holders, which comes with a pretty significant burn at 10K. Multiple CEXs, Uniswap, decentralized exchange listing as well. And of course, a titanium sponsor in 2 days at Singapore, the Crypto Expo in Singapore in Southeast Asia. 5 major utilities for Terrareum technologies. And these are the things that I want to talk about and highlight yet again, because I feel like you can never highlight utilities more than now during the bear. Terareum Launchpad, which is going to be known as Terapool. This, again, as you can see, are going to be listed and spoken about during this video in order of release. The first being the soonest, and then all the way down to the furthest away. Terapool will seamlessly and affordably integrate businesses and cryptocurrencies within your Web 3.0 landscape. Think Launchpad for what? Yes, think a Launchpad for other cryptos. So this here, you guys know what I think of Launchpads. Super excited about them. And I think, again, if you can get the right recipe of community and holder base, strong developers, a strong due diligence process, and being very selective on the projects that you list on your Launchpad, not only taking or accepting projects like, for example, I'm not going to try to put anything under the bus, but like some of the ones we've heard about recently that are just listing every project left and right as long as they're willing to pay a certain fee. Unfortunately, this led to a lot of misunderstanding in the space, people thinking CEX equals good project, but that's the furthest thing from the truth, to be honest. So with Terapool's Launchpad, I think it's going to be big in preparation for the CEX that is coming, Terrareum's own centralized exchange, which here, there it is, Terra Exchange. And mind you, Terapool will have a mobile version and a desktop version on the App Store and Google Play Store. Utility offers spot, futures, and leverage trading for cryptocurrency assets. Yes, you read that right. Futures and leverage trading as well. So this is not going to be a DEX. It's not going to be a decentralized exchange. It is a centralized exchange with pretty much, it's almost ready to launch, by the way, guys. Just so you're aware. Yes, it's almost ready to go. Super fast trade execution and settlement. Fast transfers of assets to your personal bank directly from their CEX to your bank. Love it. Person to person, customer service, and support. So people are going to probably wonder and say, well, what about Binance? What about Coinbase? What about Crypto.com? Folks, every single one of those platforms has something that's a little bit different about it. And Terra Exchange, yes, as of right now, due to the intellectual property aspect of it, we don't know what the X factor is going to be. But based off the team, based off the community that has been built upon this project, I know it's going to be potentially the best centralized exchange that we have come across. Because guess what? It's going to be the newest. They'll have access to the best software and the best, most up-to-date intellectual property, to be honest with you guys, right? So again, I think it's going to be exciting, but we'll see. Only time will tell how big Terra Exchange is going to be. But for me, I decided to invest while the market is down due to the fact that I do believe that it's going to see the all-time highs and much beyond that. So it's coming soon to both the Play Store and the App Store. TerraPay. This is a digital global payment gateway utility for Terareum asset management. A point of service contactless payment utility is soon to be available in 3 currencies of US dollar, Indian rupees, and a UAE dirhams. Love the dirhams. Love the US dollars. Indian rupees. I need to go visit India before I can say I love the rupees. But it's really exciting to see that they're going to be able to, again, be utilized in different fiat currencies as well as cryptos as well. So that's super duper exciting in my opinion. TerraPay and TerraCard, your finances in the palm of your hand. Terra Exchange, Terra NFT Exchange. An exchange, store, buy, sell, import, export non-fungible tokens. OpenSea is currently the gold standard, and it's a pretty poor gold standard in my opinion. So many things could be better about it. The user experience, the UI UX in general, everything about it, the bugs, the amount of times that, when I look at the statistics based off other competitive verified projects in the NFT space, there's just so many of them that could be, it could be better. And based off what I'm seeing here already, just the layout, what looks like it's going to be super simplified. It says right there, everything about it looks very, very reasonable and easy to navigate and easy to use. And for me, the better and easier something is, the more mass adoption it'll see, period. So I'm hoping for Terra Exchange, it's going to have very, very simple procedures to follow if you want to buy a certain asset or sell a certain asset. And the fact that they have futures and everything else, leverage trading, that in and of itself is extremely bullish. But I want to see ease of access and ease of navigation. Terareum Intelligent Blockchain, or TIBC. Terareum Intelligent Blockchain which is going to be launched in Q3 2023. They already have a time dedicated. A de novo intelligent blockchain with established cross-bridging across major blockchains such as Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, and more. Let me read that one more time. A de novo intelligent blockchain with established cross-bridging across blockchains. Folks, this is what it's all about. Having a set blockchain that overlaps. Basically, think of it, what I'm thinking of it as, almost like a layer 2 solution. That instead of going over one single blockchain, this will go through all of them. So if you have a certain asset that you want to, say, launch, and you want it to be on Ethereum, and then you have to do a cross bridge to instead, using something like the TIBC, you could potentially create one token on TIBC that will overlap all the different blockchains, the major blockchains, including Polygon, Binance, and ETH. Super cool, in my opinion. As we beta test each technology under rigorous quality control and quality assurance prior to release by our engineering professionals, utmost importance is given to user ease of use, UI UX. He says it there. User interface, user experience, cyber safety protocols across multiple platforms such as Windows, Mac OS, or Macintosh, mobile, Android, and iOS for universal use after being certified internally. Not trying to oversimplify this project, although it takes visionary leadership and hardworking development teams with good communication between technology operations, human resources, finance, customer support, and marketing to execute a vision and bring seamless technology results. Terra Technologies, Terareum, not Terra Luna, is an important attribute of a blue chip diversified portfolio of assets. The main goal at Terareum is to deliver a simplistic and safe Web 3.0 ecosystem for individual finances, financial planning, retirement without losing a beat for all the generations, including baby boomers, millennials, Gen X, Y, Z, and A. Dr. Praveen, love what you wrote out here. I thought you did a phenomenal job with this Medium article. There's more to it, and you guys can read through. And this here is actually something that I'll quickly highlight. I know the video is running long. It always seems like if I make a Terrarium video, it's going to be over 10 minutes. But the last thing I want to highlight here is the rules of the road for consumer protection. You guys know that one thing that recently happened is there's two individuals, Cynthia Loomis and Senator Christine Gillibrand. They both had a proposal that they set out to make it so crypto regulations instead of being held by the SEC, they want it to be held by the CFTC, two regulatory bodies here in the US when it comes to financial related things. So the fact is, Dr. Praveen himself actually got to meet with, you see that on the left, that right there is Cynthia Loomis. So they were discussing Terareum and upcoming Web 3.0 cryptocurrency industry consumer protection regulation. And this was as of only a couple weeks ago. So a lot is coming, folks. A lot is coming for Terareum. A lot is coming for cryptocurrency in the next few weeks to months to years. We are all collectively early in the space. Whether you think so or not, you are still extremely early. That's why it's so volatile. People don't really know the direction that crypto is heading from here to the next day. We really don't know. But the mold is starting to show up. We are starting to form the ecosystem that will be cryptocurrency mass adoption, hopefully in the short interim. But again, if you're unable to stomach short-term significant volatility, like Bitcoin going from 70K all the way down to 20K, or Terareum going from almost $1 billion market cap to 50 million. If you're unable to stomach that, this is not the time for you to get into this space. But in my opinion, if you are, then I think, again, planting seeds now will yield really big fruits in the near future. Just again, in my opinion. Appreciate your guys' support so much as always. Make sure you smash that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. So until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.